Hi folks, John Cordisco back again. Round 3 of the 78th edition of Tata Steel Chess. This is the Challengers section, the B section as they call it. And don't let them kid you. Just because they're in the lower group does not mean they're great players and they can play great games. This is a heck of a game. I think the best game of probably A and B section, at least in this round. White, Antipov is his name. And Van Foresst is black. I believe Van Foresst is an up-and-coming young Dutch player. He's got a lot of potential. Anyway, let's get to it. It's going to be a Sicilian. Antipov is white. Van Foresst is black. So let's get to it. Go through the opening a little bit here. Spend too much time on the opening. Knight takes. D5. Queen checks. Knight C3. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight d5, castles, e6, knight takes, pawn takes, rook b1. Now according to the computer, that's the last book move. Alright, it's an even game, even though it looks a little crazy. White's pawns are busted up pretty good. Computer's got it about dead even. A6, bishop f3, bishop c5, and d6. Now, this all looks crazy, but most of this is booked, believe it or not. And the computer's showing there that white is ganging up on the b7 pawn. Now, oddly enough, rook a7, which is an incredibly ugly move, but it is the choice of the computer. And the rook can't really be chased yet because this bishop is blocking its way. So that works out for black. Bishop g5, b5, and bishop b6 check. Now this is crazier already. We're on move 16. Look at this position. This is wild stuff. At least my computer, and I'm using a Fritz 13, has a tiny advantage for black, even though he's a pawn up. Now, what have you seen on move 16? Pawn on the 6th rank with a bishop next with a king on castle with a rook on a7. Bishop d7. Forcing him to trade, but he won't, because that would be a really good play for black. Queen f3. And f6. And it's still a tiny advantage for black. I'll tell you the truth. I take white out of here 100 times out of 100. Give you an idea if bishop had taken d6 instead. Looks like a free pawn, but after bishop takes, rook takes, queen a8 check, rook d8, bishop takes, black is doomed. That free pawn wasn't so free. After f6, believe it or not, bishop takes f6. I mean, what's the alternative? Bishop b3 is going to back it off. Bishop takes. This is where it starts getting hairy. G takes is the correct move. But black decides to get the heck out of Dodge and he castles, trying to get his king, and that's where he made his mistake. If he had taken G takes instead, after queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, king d7. I mean, who would want to figure this out? Queen, king, queen, king. We'll go through it. It's a draw. So it took a lot of guts to castle. Either that or he just didn't think that far. He figured just get his king out of danger. That's his main priority. Just get it out of danger. Now look at this now. This bishop is now pinned. It can't move because of rook takes. So white decides to play bishop takes d7. Now believe it or not, the computer really, really likes queen takes a2. I'd play rook takes d7 in a second. I think all of us would. Decides to play queen takes a2 instead. If you notice, there's a focal point here on f2. You got the bishop, the queen, and this rook all bearing down. Maybe that's what black is thinking. Believe it or not, even though black is down a piece, it's only 1 point advantage for white. Queen c6, moving in the queen closer to the kill, attacking the bishop. He takes. Now this is a really slick move. I like the computer's choice, rook to a1. It just needs to distract the queen. Rook to b2, rook to a1. I like rook to a1 the best. He plays c4, blocking the queen from this pawn. Give you an idea, the queen had taken instead. Rook takes, rook, f8. And black's got a small advantage. So after c4, this is where black, I think, blunders. I think it's under pressure, only on move 21. I'm not sure how much time these guys used. But he needs to get rid of some attacking pieces, desperately. And he plays rook takes d7. Not good. Not good at all. If he had played bishop takes instead, you see rook can't take because of check. King h1, king to f7, and I think white can hold on. I think white can hold on. But not taking c4 because of bishop e8, and that's it. Black is doomed. But after rook takes d7, queen takes, rook to c1. Queen has to guard the bishop, but it's already too little too late. Rook f to d1. Queen b3. That's, of course, if rook takes, and it's going to be mate. So queen to c7. Bishop d4, just trying to hang on, cutting off the scope of the rook on d1. What's he going to do? Plays queen to d5. That seems to solve everything now. I love this next move. This is a really cool move. Very cool indeed. See if you can find it. Stop the video and see if you can find a really good move here for white. It's c3. Wow, wow, wow. What an incredibly good move. Number one, rook can't take because he loses the queen. And what's the threat? The threat is rook over. Check. King really can't do anything. He has to move. And after pawn queens, what's he going to do? If rook takes or queen takes, the queen comes over and mate. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move. Just amazing. Rook a8, just delaying the inevitable. Queen c8. Rook takes queen, pawn takes, promotes to a queen, so he gives up a rook for free. King f7. And queen takes a8. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And after queen takes, rook goes to c8. And that's for black. Van Foresst from Holland gives it up. Give you an idea. After queen to d5, he's going to queen. Queen takes, rook takes. And you've got a bishop and 3 pawns against 2 rooks. You have no chance. Anyway, folks, I thought that was a great game from the Challengers section, the B group, from the 78th edition of Tata Steel Chess. I hope you enjoyed it. Look for other videos of my favorite tournaments here. And as I always say, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.